Right, my beautiful people. Hi guys, I missed you guys. I kind of been BSing around, but I'm here. New moon in Taurus video. Okay, the new moon in Taurus actually occurred last night at about 7:26 p.m. and so but I'm dropping this today. For me, I feel like these new moon videos, I feel like they pretty much, the energy lasts until the full moon comes in the next full moon comes in. So, you know, these energies last for about 2 to 3 weeks. So these videos are really good. It just helps you get in tune with the moon cycles. Helps you see what the collective is dealing with on an energetic level, what everybody's kind of like tuned into. So it's a good thing. I'm happy to be back. Welcome back. If you don't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And we got the Ace of Cups coming out already, guys. So also, please make sure, if you don't already, to follow me on Instagram at Magic Mermaid. Okay, the monthlies will be coming out immediately after this. So I have some big changes that I think are, going on, that I'm putting into motion. The new moon helps us. It's a great time for us to figure out what it is that we want to manifest up until this next full moon. And so you set your intentions, you write down your goals, Wheel of Fortune, and you kind of just, we got to set those intentions, guys, because they're very important. And it's very important to be super aware of them and, just like know that they exist. 8 of Wands. This is some good energy we have, you guys. So I don't really know what to expect. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the flow. Whatever source asks me to download and to speak is what I'm going to speak. And so far it's looking pretty good. Ooh, what's T? The Star. The Star. That's the Aquarius card. So, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of Aquarius energy. A lot of you Aquariuses out there are going through a lot of shaky changes. Ooh, it's just looking good all around. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So we're nearing completion in some kind of material endeavors. Let's keep it going. Last card, the Hermit. Okay, so, whoo, guys. Okay, so let me just get started. So, I'm gonna start with the Ace of Cups card. So with this new moon in Taurus, I feel like there's a lot of us that are, we're in this quarantine, we're in the middle of this pandemic, but with this Ace of Cups energy, I'm just definitely feeling like a lot of us are actually like enjoying this time. I feel like I know that it's like super, super duper hard to like sit still, and you probably can't really access your loved ones in the way that you'd like to. But I feel like the rest, the relaxation, the rejuvenation, I feel like a lot of us are actually really loving it. And then we're actually just paying attention to how much different elements of life that we previously took for granted. I'm sure that you guys could have already guessed that, but we're definitely kind of basking in the ambiance right now. We're feeling like really good, overflowing with joy. This is a new emotional feeling. This is like the birth of some kind of feeling about something. So I feel like we're kind of falling in love with this energy. In the beginning, everybody was just like so resistant and wanted to push against, the natural flow and the natural stream of everything that was going on. And I feel like at this point, we're kind of gotten used to it, and people are kind of like thinking like, what am I actually complaining about? Like, I'm getting paid to work at home. I'm getting unemployment. I'm getting like, I have all these different resources come in. I have like stimulus check, which is actually really helping me with stuff that I needed help with, and blah, 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 da, 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 da. So, you know, I feel like we're actually moving into a state of gratitude and appreciation for everything that is going on. People are really having to get to know themselves and, you know, dive deeper and deeper and not be like superficial. And I don't know, it was making everyone so uncomfortable in the beginning, but now people are like, I actually like myself. I figured out that I actually like myself. You know, hopefully, I know that there still can be those certain people that are out there still trying to resist the energy and still just, you know, like, oh, I can't be alone. I still need to have people around me and da 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 da. And, you know, that's their prerogative. But shout out to the people that are really taking this time to really like get in tune with themselves, really get into alignment, really work on themselves. And, you know, like I've seen, and one of my favorite YouTubers, he also said this, but I've seen that like meme that's going around that's like, you know, if you're not working on yourself right now, then, you know, what are you doing? And then I've seen people like give the backlash of like, oh, if people don't want to work on themselves right now, like give them the room and the space and the opportunity to do that and da 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 da. And just like he said, his name's Corey Randall. He's the Water Bear's Tea on YouTube. It's like, I understand that, like, and working on yourself can be rest. It can be like introspection. It can be healing. That all is working on yourself. But at the same time, if you're like, just like, all these unhealthy coping mechanisms like smoking and drinking and ways to suppress the company of yourself, then like what are you doing? Because this is like a once in a lifetime chance. Like who knows if we'll ever get an opportunity like this again. So yes, I feel like you absolutely, I don't care what it is, you should be working on yourself. Should be, if you're normally not active, use this time to get active. Get active, little baby. That was good. But get active. I mean, if you're usually active, then fine, take this time to rest. But also just make sure you're using this time wisely, because this is like a once in a lifetime chance. Like, do not get left behind is all I'm saying. This is not the time to be getting left behind, because things are changing rapidly. Things are transforming, transitioning. And I feel like we all should be a part of the curve, okay? No one needs to get left behind. It's so unnecessary. Like, so much space and opportunity for, like, growth and everything. So you should be capitalizing upon this, right? So with that Ace of Cups energy, I feel like everyone is just, like, falling in love with themselves, enjoying their own company, you know, really just introspecting, healing, which is amazing, because when we come out on the other side of this, like, I feel like you guys can already see the mirror of the effects of what you're doing right now. Currently, you're like, it's like you have tunnel vision. Like, you can see the end of the tunnel, like what it's going to look like when you come out this tunnel. You're like, ooh, that's looking real good when I come out on that other side. And, you know, like, I'm definitely trying to get that, okay? Definitely not about to pass up on that. Like, what do I look like? Okay, so, ooh. So like I said, this reading is for all signs. So it doesn't matter what sign you are. This reading is for you. So next up we have the Wheel of Fortune, which I feel is, you know, there's all positive cards here. All positive cards. The only kind of like neutral card is the Hermit, which is the card at the end. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's just saying that things are about to start turning in our favor with this new moon in Taurus energy. A lot of things that have been on hold is going to be coming through. And I feel like I know that I previously said that, or maybe that was in like the individual signs readings, but like some things are coming through. Maybe everyone didn't get their stimulus check. That's coming through. Maybe if you were waiting on some tax money, that's coming through. Maybe if you were waiting on unemployment, that's coming through. So, and I say this because right after we have the Eight of Wands, which this is like rapid information and communication. Well, that's what it always represents for me. This is actually 100% my favorite card in the tarot. I don't know why. Like, I feel like something always good happens to me when I see that card. So I just have like the resonance that I have with that card is like really good. When it pops out of the deck, I just be so happy. Like, yes. So like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in our favor with this rapid and fast forward moving communication. Some type of news is coming in here. I feel like a lot of us, maybe some of you, have been like, you want to do some things with that money. Like, money is good, money is great, money is here to help us, you know, make our dreams come true and help others' dreams come true as well. And so a lot of us are ready to do like some renovations. A lot of us is ready to like put some creative endeavors, some plans into motion, like whatever it has to do with your entrepreneurship. You have some plans that you're ready to put forth. I know I do. Look, I don't have no more time to waste. This is perfect window and opportunity. And literally, I'm like, listen, I feel like the stars are lining up, baby. Speaking of the star being the next card, the stars are aligning. Everything is falling into place. And you're not about to catch me looking like a sitting duck, okay? And so I feel like a lot of people, if you're not already out of work, you might be realizing like how much you actually just don't love your job or what you do on a daily basis. And you're starting to see, even with the quarantine and all, like with you coming home and you having to get stuff done, you're actually seeing like, wow, this aspect of my life is really draining, because once I do this is like something that I have to do. And then when I come home or when I go elsewhere, or I need to get other things done, I literally feel like I have no energy. And it feels like I didn't do much of nothing with my day. But that's because whatever it is, and this could be a relationship, this could be a job. I feel like for a lot of us, this is a job. And that's because whatever this is, you have no passion for it. The energy is no longer supporting things that you have no passion and no drive for. It's going to drain you because it wants to clearly show you. The universe wants to clearly show you, like, this is not working. How else do you want me to show you? You keep meeting resistance here in this area. Now, I wish you would just understand that it's time to let this go. You are supported, okay? We need you to trust. We need you to remain in your faith. Keep hope alive. But it's time to let this go, honey. This is no longer serving you. And I feel like, listen, whatever this may be, because for a lot of, I feel like half of us it's for work and the other half is for relationships. And actually, a lot of us it's for both. It's for a job and a relationship. It's like, look, we're going to make you sit, quarantine, in a room, in a house, in a building. You can't leave until you get very, very acquainted with what the issues are here. You need to get super acquainted with your feelings of uncomfortability, with your feelings of just frustration, annoyance, the level of disrespect or the level of lack of respect that you have for yourself in these environments, you know, like, and it's just like, oh my gosh. Information is coming through and the universe is setting up these pieces. It's like, look, are you getting the picture? Do you see stuff starting to line up? Do you see me putting this in order over here and this in order over here? Well, you're just in the middle. You just got to do what you got to do because I'm handling everything on the outside for you. But I still want you to pay attention and be aware because your move is coming up next. You know, all the players on the board have made their moves and you're coming up next. So you need to be paying attention because you need to know what move you're going to make next. Okay. And when to make it, even though usually we don't really have to worry about that. The universe is usually, it's gonna slingshot thing and you're gonna be catapulted into whatever the situation that is meant for you. You're gonna be catapulted into that situation without any resistance. Actually, all the resistance is what creates this flight of motion into the next phase of what it is that we're about to do. And I feel like it's just, I have this excited feeling in my heart. So it's like, I know it's like something that we've all been waiting for. We've been anticipating it for some time. Something that we've really been desiring to happen and to unfold for us. This could be your next relationship. This could be your next job. This could be your next project, your next idea. This could be something to do with your health. You could have like finally have some extra money with all these different resources coming in to like get a surgery or something that you've been needing, some kind of procedure or whatever, and you're like super excited because you're going to get some relief. You're going to get some relief. You're going to be able to feel healthy and feel happy again. You're going to feel able to move and have range of motion and this and that. You know, you're going to be able to feel like you can breathe and you can relax and you can feel free. And that's a lot of it. This is a time of freedom. That's what I'm hearing. This is why it's so exciting and it's well anticipated, because a lot of us in these relationships, we felt trapped. In these jobs, we felt trapped. When it comes to our health and not being able to do what we need to do every day, we feel trapped. And so what I'm feeling is, with this information coming through, with this new moon in Taurus energy, is like a sense of freedom. Like I feel it is so freeing. Like my chest is like about to open up like an oyster shell. Like, oh, and then when the oyster shell opens up, there's like a beautiful pearl sitting there, and you're like, oh, it's everything I dreamed of. Literally, oh my God, it feels so good. So I'm super happy, you know, kind of like being in the everyday motions of everything can get a little bit like discouraging sometimes, but that's when we have to remember to come back to the present. Just be present with ourselves, be present with the people around us, and that is what gets you in the moment of now, and you're not focused on the past or what could be in the future, and you can really embellish and enjoy and appreciate everything that's going on in front of you. And that's super important in this time as well. I feel like if you don't meditate, you should absolutely try it. I highly recommend it. There are good days and there are bad days. There are easy days and there are tougher days. But I feel like either way, there are benefits that you gain every single time. So, and it helps other people, because you raise the vibration around you, then people their vibration raises as well. And we just help all the manifestations and the forward progress that we want to have. We help it to happen faster because other people join in, raise the vibration, and it's easier to reach these high flying discs that we want to reach. So, yeah, so we have the star. Oh. This is just good. I feel like the new moon readings have been really, really, really good for the past couple times. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's good to tune into this energy, because if you're completely unaware of it, you'll probably focus on, you know, a different negative reality or less favorable reality. So, you know, when you tune into this, you can actually see the energy happening after you tune into it. So that's why it's important to stay tuned into these videos. With the star, like I said, a lot of the Aquariuses have a lot of, and this can be Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising, or Aquarius sun. They have a lot of shifts happening. And I feel like these are very much so internal. There could have been some painful endings in the near past, or there could have been some just unexpected shifts that you were not expecting, Aquarius. Okay, so like I said, Aquariuses, you are going through unexpected shifts. And you know, I just want to put 2 cents in. Was like, I'm really here in the flesh dealing with the same things that you guys are dealing with, you know, like situations where you just want to like fly off the rails And you have to regain your composure. And you have to remain centered. And you have to remain balanced. And you have to remember the end goal and the goal at hand, because these situations are here to throw you off. These situations are here to test your strength and to test your patience and to test your willpower, okay? So what I will say with this star card is what that reminds me of is that I feel like in the past couple of weeks, our willpower has definitely been tested. More than the average. I feel like, you know, it's easier to revert back to the same old behaviors. It's so easy to just do what's easy, to, you know, go back to that relationship, to kind of just revert back to being complacent in that job, to just go back to being complacent with the state of your health and not wanting to, you know, just saying like, oh, I've been fine this far, like, you know, let me just like, okay, if this is working for me right now, if this is what I got to do to, you know, instantly gratify myself or to get immediate results, then this is what I'm going to do, because it's like, this is life and you just live it and it just is what it is, right? And I feel like with this new moon in Taurus, we're coming into the awareness like, no, that's not okay. You cannot keep doing this. You cannot keep allowing this. You cannot keep reverting back to the same old behaviors. You cannot keep repeating these toxic cycles, because you're going around and around and around and around and around and around and around, and nothing is moving forward. There's nothing that you have to do, but there's everything that you have to be. And you have to be strong, and you have to be willful, and you have to be you have to just have a plan, and you have to every day put energy toward that plan. You have to start pulling your energy away from the old plan in order to put energy into the new plan, so that this reality can start to materialize. Because if you're still fueling this old thing, then how's it ever going to fully break down if you're still giving it energy? If you're still giving it the energy that deserves to be given to this new thing, how's this new thing ever going to materialize, right? It's a hard truth. It's a hard truth. And I feel like that's what the star card is talking about. It's like, you know, you get this sight of inspiration. That's what the star card is about. Inspiration, I feel like, is downloads from the source, from creator, of like, you just get this epiphany, like I want this new reality so bad, but I really haven't been supporting it. I haven't been supporting the new energy. I've been supporting the old energy because I keep on reverting back to my old cycles. And it's like, there comes a point in time where you have to kick your own ass. You have to kick your own ass. I have to kick my own ass. Seriously. And no excuses. No excuses. Because if you really want this thing that gives you these feelings of love and passion and security and freedom, then it's worth working for. And it's worth kicking your own ass. And it's worth having schedules, routines, regimens that support this as well. It's like it deserves all of this energy. So if you're not doing it, you cannot be frustrated with the fact that you don't have it yet, because you're not going to have it until you do what it is that you need to do constantly, consistently, every day. Every day, every moment, second by second. If that's all you can start with, is like 1 minute at a time, 5 minutes at a time, 1 hour at a time. It doesn't matter, but you have to do it. And it's like, you really have to be like loyal to yourself, loyal to your dreams, loyal to your manifestations. It's like, I'm not going to cheat on my dream with my last reality. If if you get what I'm saying. Like this and like I said, this could be for whatever pertains to you, like your health, a relationship, a job. You know, this could be like your car. This could be like you need to get a new car. But so like, why are you keep on putting money into this car when you need to be saving up for a new one? Like, don't do that, okay? So, and this could be like for people that it's like pertains to work. It's like you're putting all this energy into this job that you don't like. And then so by the time you get home, you're so drained and you don't have enough energy to put into your creative endeavors. So it's just like, you know, and so basically the epiphany of this video is you're going to keep dealing with the same old bullshit. And it's like, are you tired of it or not? Are you tired of it or not? Like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Excuse my language, but that's just how I feel right now. Are you tired of the bullshit or not? Like, for once and for all, put your fucking foot down. Like, and I'm talking to myself. Just so y'all know I'm not cursing y'all out. But I am, though. Anyways, this epiphany, I feel like this epiphany comes in abundance. With the Nine of Pentacles, she represents being in her garden and having like, oh, I have my fancy robes on and my pentacles all laid out in the garden and, you know, just talking to my bird, and we're enjoying the sun. And it's like feeling comfortable, feeling luxurious. And I feel like this is in a feeling matter. It's because this inspiration, this epiphany comes in such abundant, you know, it's able to ground in your energy this time around. That is the difference than previous times. You know this energy, you know this energy, you know this energy. But this time, you know this energy. You really know this energy. Like, you're like, oh, duh, this gonna come back around. I already knew. But that's my fault for slacking off. And I've been sitting on my own butt. So, what did I expect? But at the same time, you already knew. So, yeah, with this energy, it comes in such abundance that you feel so comfortable that you know everything is about to move forward. You just have this knowing and this certainty and this level of willpower and strength and confidence and just power. Like, you just really know. And because of you being in such a high vibration of like manifesting left and right, you are also attracting abundance. Like, all the abundant things that you need to be coming through at this time, you know, because you kind of not want to distract yourself, but you do want to focus your attention elsewhere, because that is going to be our strength in this time, is focusing our attention on all of the things that we love, all of the things that we appreciate. Don't keep focusing on what you don't like, what you don't appreciate. I don't appreciate this about this job. I don't like that this person keeps doing this to me. Stop thinking about it. Let it go. Because you doing that is not going to make the person stop. It's not going to make the situation better. What you need to do is focus on what you do love and what makes you feel good. And go to the spaces where you feel loved. Go to that energy. Be with that energy. Like, bask in that energy. Expand on that energy. Feel that energy. Focus on that energy. If you can focus on that energy every day, that's what you're supposed to do. I feel like also a lot of us have to let our walls down, our fears, our insecurities. Like, it's time to let this go. This is a time we're really looking at this energy, and we're actually realizing, like, wow, like, you know, I could be much more closer to this manifestation. I really could. You know, I'm actually seeing like how much resistance that I put up, how many walls I have up, how many boundaries, and they're not boundaries, they're not healthy boundaries, they're boundaries related to fear. They're boundaries related to pain and related to hurt. You know, they're not boundaries related to wisdom and intuition. You know, they're fears. It's lower vibrational boundaries, and it's been keeping me from my manifestation all along. If I would just let my walls down and I would explore this energy, you know, non-judgmentally, and really open up my heart to all the abundance and prosperity that's waiting for me at the end of this tunnel, if I could just stop getting into these unreceivable modes. Wow. So that being said, we have the Hermit card, which is like introspection and wisdom. Everything I was just speaking about. So just like, I could have been so, I guess these events like just unfolded while I was making this video, but it's to make me feel the passion and the, you know, there's some anger. Some of us, like, we're angry. We're angry that we're still in the same spot. And really, we're not in the same spot. We've moved forward, made strides, and made progress so much. But really, we feel like we should be somewhere else. But the truth is, you're always exactly where you need to be. And so I really just felt all that energy come through in a burst, and like some events happened to make me feel that way so that I could channel the message properly, because I feel like in the beginning, the universe was like, no, she's not channeling this properly. Like, we're going to make her channel this properly. Woo child. Woo child. So with that Hermit card, we're going to really be introspecting. We're going to be really thinking about ways that we can let our walls down. We're going to be thinking about what is my next step? What are my plans? I feel like this introspection energy is more definitely about coming up with plans, schedules, and regimens, and might not be so much action, but I feel like there is some action there with the Taurus energy. You know, there's some things that we need to put into physicality. So maybe you're meal planning at night. You could be just making sure that you get into bed at a certain time. Maybe you're deciding, I'm only going to drink on weekends. Or maybe you're saying, okay, I'll still do my job, but I'm only going to put in about 5 hours, and I'm going to put 6 hours into my creative endeavors because that's more important. So I'm going to put more of my energy there. You can be saying, thinking of ways that you can let your walls down. Like I said, this is clear cognizance. You can be, you know, I like to play the cat and mouse game. And, you know, maybe I have this new relationship coming in, crystal clear intentions. And so, you know, I'm going to decide that I'm going to stop playing the cat and mouse game. Like, if I want to text this person, I'm just going to do it. If I want to call this person, I'm just going to do it. If I want to let this person know how I feel randomly, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to feel like this person needs to chase me or I need to chase them either. But I'm not going to play games. And I feel like if I don't play games, the other person's not going to play games. Relationship harmony. Bow. This energy's tricky, man. It's tricky. And that's just because the energy was coming in one type of way. So I thought it was going to be one kind of way. And the video is not even healthy lifestyle. Everything exactly I was talking about. So, clear cognizance, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So I feel like this goes in tandem with healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. This is your schedules, regimens, your routines that you think are going to help you get out of these cycles that we continue to be striving to get free of. You know, so you have to really focus your energy in those areas, okay? And so that's what it's talking about with those toxic cycles. Like, get it, please. So, listen. And then I feel like these two go together. Crystal clear intentions and relationship harmony. So be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Just like I said, with the star card, this abundance of information and epiphany is coming in of like, okay, like I see where I haven't been focusing. I know where I need to focus now. Relationship harmony. And like I said, for a lot of us, this is relationship energy. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. And so for a moment, I wanted to say, like, whoever you're dealing with, like, maybe the situation is going to get better. But I don't feel like we should focus on that. Like, who gives a F? Who gives a F? Stop focusing on that old energy. This is talking about the new person. This is talking about the new relationship. Everything's going to be good. You know, you guys are really going to be coming together and seeing eye to eye and opening up, which is most important, like opening up. And that's what it says. You know, we are opening the hearts of everyone involved. And, you know, that's all actually we need to do at this point. You know, it's hard and we're all going through it together, but we have to do it. And that's the whole purpose of this. It's like being in quarantine, you kind of have no other choices. Like you and your person can't even connect because you're on quarantine. So it's like you have to open up in order to connect because that's the only way right now. Communication. Communicate how you are feeling to this person. Letting this person know. Putting your feelings out on the table. Putting everything out on the line. Finances, like I said, this is career energy for a lot of people. A lot of people are thinking about leaving their jobs. A lot of people are like, you know what? I'm not about to keep putting all this energy into my career. I just can't do it. It's not staying true to myself. Relationships. Everything I was talking about. These are the chakra swatches cards. So this is telling you which chakras you're going to be focused. So we have the root chakra, which is your base chakra, which represents safety and security, how you feel safe in the world. Relationships, which is your sacral chakra, your sexual or your creative chakra. So, and then communication, which is your fifth chakra, your throat chakra. So this is where our energies will be focused for this new moon energy. Let's see what's the next. And we have personal power. Absolutely. Third chakra, solar plexus, confidence and willpower. Everything that I talked about in the beginning of the video. Absolutely. Absolutely. We need this energy, guys. Like, really, we do. This is what we need. We're ready to take some steps forward. We've been feeling like very restricted. With the quarantine, we're feeling restricted, and then these situations have us feeling even more restricted. So we understand that we need to break free somewhere. Somebody about to get this bump. I don't know who it is, what it is, where it's at. Somebody about to get this bump. And that's it. Like, it's all out. Thank you guys for watching. This was the new moon in Taurus video. Please let me know what you think down below in the comments. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, look out for your signs monthly video coming out. And I will see you guys for the full moon video and the monthlies. And I'll see you guys next month. All right. So thanks for watching.